BBC News with Sue Montgomery. There have been several powerful explosions near Kiev as residents of the Ukrainian capital hunkered down for another night in shelters. Reports say one was caused by a missile attack on an oil depot southwest of the city. A curfew has been imposed for the whole of Sunday. James Waterhouse is amongst those sheltering underground in Kiev.
If you go above ground, it is quite dangerous now. The thousands of volunteers who have joined the country's national defence, they have been issued with automatic rifles and they are now manning checkpoints. Untrained soldiers are driving around in cars, they're asking questions. I don't think they quite know what they want to do. They're defending their city. They're going out and facing an enemy that hasn't quite encroached yet on the centre, but we've heard explosions that sound like shell fire on the outskirts of the city, but the city's officials here think an airstrike is likely, which is why the sirens went off once more and we're back down here.
Satellite imagery shows Russian ground forces assembled in Novokakhovka in southern Ukraine around a hydroelectric plant on the Dnieper River. The images, released by a private US company, show trucks on the plant's dam. A Western coalition, including the US, the European Union, Canada and Britain, has decided to cut off some Russian banks from the SWIFT interbank payment system. The EU Commission chief, Ursula von der Leyen, said the move would prevent those banks from conducting most international financial transactions and block Russia's exports and imports.
All of these measures will significantly harm Putin's ability to finance his war. And they will have an severely eroding impact on his economy. Putin embarked on a path aiming to destroy Ukraine. But what he's also doing, in fact, is destroying the future of his own country.
In a major shift of policy, the German Chancellor says his country will now deliver weapons to Ukraine. Olaf Scholz said Russia's attack on Ukraine marked a turning point. Damien McGuinness reports.
The Russian invasion marks a turning point, said German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, as he announced that Germany would be sending 1,000 anti-tank weapons and 500 Stinger missiles directly to Ukraine. This, together with the decision to allow German-made arms to be sent to Ukraine by other countries, is also a turning point in Germany's foreign policy. Germans have been shocked by Putin's actions in Ukraine and have been demanding that their government take tougher action against the Kremlin. Now it has.
BBC News. An independent monitoring group says more than 3,000 Russians have been detained for holding anti-war protests since the invasion started in the early hours of Thursday. The OVD Info Monitor said nearly 470 people were arrested across Russia on Saturday alone. The UN Refugee Agency says the Russian invasion has driven more than 150,000 people to flee Ukraine to countries further west. The vast majority have gone to Poland, many to join friends and family. Kasia Madeira is in the Polish border town of Medyka.
Local community groups have got together to just bring anything that they can get their hands on, whether nappies, toilet rolls I'm seeing. They've been offering food, hot drinks throughout the day as Ukrainians come over the border. When people come here, they are absolutely exhausted. They've had a really long journey, and because of the amount of people that are still stuck on the other side, the waiting time has been really long. We're hearing of people who have spent around 20 hours waiting to get here.
Other refugees have gone to Hungary, Moldova, Romania and Slovakia. French authorities have seized a Russian cargo ship overnight after suspecting it belonged to a company being targeted by new EU sanctions. The ship, the Baltic Leader, is believed to be transporting cars. It's now sitting in the French port of Boulogne-sur-Mer in northern France. The Russian owner of the English Premier League club, Chelsea, has handed over stewardship of the club to the trustees of its charitable foundation. Roman Abramovich, who bought the club in 2003, will retain ownership but relinquishes day-to-day control. Roman Abramovich is thought to be one of Russia's richest men and is reputed to be close to President Vladimir Putin. BBC News.